Hello everybody, welcome back to another PTFS update video. In today's video, we'll be covering not one, not two, but three updates, as you can tell. So, first update is Grindavik. Grindavik got a remodel, and it's now the main airport that was Grindavik International. It's Keflavik. There's also another airport on this island, and a few other things. Here's just a big, wide view of Keflavik. So yeah. In this update, there was also a brand new aircraft. But yeah, Keflavik has a private area, 2 runways, and a volcano. If I didn't say that already. Also, you have probably seen these updates already, but I was just late. So yeah, De Havilland Comet, that's our new aircraft. It has 3 passenger liveries and 1 generic livery. I'm gonna pick generic livery just for purpose of simplicity. So yeah. Here's the aircraft. I do love. It's an interesting aircraft. It has a 1-2 seating arrangement, but yeah. Going back into the cockpit, or actually going outside. Actually, the engines are in the wings, which is something we've never seen. And this 767 remodel update, which we'll get into later, brought gear animations. So I personally like it. There's this little tail strike thingy on the back. I don't know what it's for. I'm assuming it's for tail strikes, but yeah. It also has the angled horizontal stabilizers and the weird vertical stabilizer. But yeah, let's get inside. Here's the cockpit. You know, very, 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 very retro. Yeah. I'm gonna let you listen to these sounds though. I'm assuming it's 727 sounds, but yeah. The aircraft also has an insane amount of flaps. It goes down to 4, and those are like 90-degree flaps. But yeah, anyways, past Zachary is just showing you that. I'll speed up the taxi so I don't have to make a 19-minute video. Watch the gear as they go up, because the Comet has a very special gear. Let's see. I press the gear button. Bro. Alright, there we go. See, the Comet's gear retract very weird. But yeah, now we're going to just do a fly around of Grindavik. Tavro Sea Base is still here. There's also Pingiri Airport, small general airport. Yeah, there's the volcano. It can erupt. It does cost a bit of it does cost 175 Robux in a public server. It's way cheaper. I think 45 Robux in a private server though. Yeah, we're just gonna do a passover. If you do hit that red stuff or when it's erupting, and you hit the red blocks flying in the air, simulating lava, that does mean you die. I've tested it, and it gives you a badge. Also, that little bridge is Grindavik Bridge. If you fly under it, it gives you Stunt Pilot. It gives you the badge Stunt Pilot 6. So yeah, I'm just gonna skip ahead to that. Watch my mini-map for the badge name. Also, that smoke is just because of the rocks being hot, like in real life. As you can see, Stunt Pilot 6 award. And now I'm just throttling up all the way. And I'm going to do a inverted pass over the mountain. So yeah, very interesting Comet update for sure. Some people were asking for it. Personally, I'd rather have like the C5. But, hey, devs are trying their hardest. So that's all that really matters. Yeah, I'm just going to do a landing. And then we will go from there. definitely not my best landing I've ever done, but it is a landing. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next aircraft. Next up, we have the MD11 remodel. This update also came with Emirates Sky Cargo, Lufthansa Cargo, and a few other cool airlines. The MD11 looks so much better now, and I can't believe it has more than 4 liveries. So yeah, the nose gear is accurately tilted forward, like how it is in real life, if you've ever seen an MD11. The engines are just beautiful. It's just, I don't know, I'm speechless. This aircraft still looks good, and it was updated like 2 months ago. Very ball spinner. But yeah. This gear looks good, but I do have one critique, and that is that basically the MD11 in game has gear tilt, and in real life they don't. There's the middle landing gear, obviously aimed forward. Yeah, the flaps go down to their full 50 degrees. There's the offset APU, because the center engine, and the center engine itself. Now, for some reason, the spinner thing in here is a cone. Unlike the ball ones on the normal engines, which you'll see down here, these are balls, and the one in the top engine is a spike. I don't know why. But yeah, the windows are very, very large on this aircraft. Into the cockpit, you have 4 seats. Pilot, co-pilot, flight engineer or whatever, and jump seat. So yeah. Honestly, really good aircraft. You can see even the minuscule flap setting thingy. I don't even remember what that was called, but yeah. Moving on to the outside. Well, before we do that, it had basically these windows are huge. Like the front windows are like huge as well, but like the side ones are massive. Anyways, we have a 121 for business and 222 for economy. So yeah. Going to the spawner, we have a lot of liveries for the MD11. We also have the MD11F. 4 liveries, cargo, Korean cargo, Lufthansa cargo. Yeah, we also got Lufthansa cargo on the 777 and 747 and a few others. The MD11 comes with a lot of liveries, but yeah, the sound is the same as the DC-10, which is fine. It's just a longer DC-10, but yeah. Moving on to the next and final update, the newest update, the Boeing 767. The MD11 has 7 passenger liveries. Anyways, going on to the 767, we have a lot of liveries. Like the 767, probably my new favorite aircraft. The 767 has a total of, let me check. I don't know, it has a lot of liveries. But yeah, the 767 looks a lot better than it did originally. The nose gear is nice and short, like how it is in real life. The gear doors are huge as well. 767 has its nice stubby nose and gear bay. Wow. But yeah. Next, moving on, we have the engines look so much better. It's not just 3 parts anymore. If you go in here, black gear bay and gear door. This is the only aircraft so far to have animated gear doors and the sloped back tail of the 767, 767 things. We have a 222 for economy and a 121 for business. Moving on to the cockpit, though, it changes because there's 3 seats, and that would be where like a flight engineer's panel would be on the Anisette Australia 767s. We don't have that in game though. We have a yellow text that says winglets, because yes, in real life, the winglets do change how the aircraft flies. So yeah. Orange was lucky because the 767 has really similar cockpit compared to the 757, as to he only had to widen out the cockpit. But yeah, considering that this was like the worst aircraft in game, I'm glad it got remodeled now. So yeah, the folded jump seat right there, and the normal jump seat. So yeah, this update also came with the 767-300F. It's just normal sound for the aircraft, but yeah, it came with the 767-300F and the 767 tanker, or the KC-767. Cargo door opens, obviously. It's not that big of a deal, but like it always opens. So, yeah. There's just an empty space there. I think there's normal seats there. But yeah, very empty cargo deck as usual. But yeah. Moving on to the KC-767 or the KC-46. As to the KC-767 was replaced by the KC-46. We have a lot of liveries, obviously. $21 liveries, unless you count the other generic liveries, which then it would be 23, including the KC-46. But yeah. So boom and drogue icons, so like the F-A-18 can only use drogue, and the A-10 can only use boom. But yeah. But actually, in real life, the A-10 can use boom and drogue. But yeah, we have one drogue. On some KC-46s, there is wing drogues, but then, yeah. So I'm going to let you listen to this. I'm probably going to speed up the taxi, and then I'll show you the gear animations. Beautiful gear tilt there, and then just watch this gear animation. See, the gear doors are down, the gears retract in, and then the gear doors go back. Very, very monumental. We've been waiting 5 years for this update. But yeah, I'm just gonna speed this up because we're just gonna do a little loop around here. If you saw in that little video, if you put down the boom and drogue at the same time, they clip through each other. This wasn't my best landing history, it was a little off-center. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on next video. So, bye-bye.
50, 40, 30, 20.